Welcome to another insightful episode of MCR. MANN Cinema Reviews is back in the building, y'all. Remember to press like, subscribe, leave a comment. We love feedback. And thank you for choosing MANN Cinema Reviews. Hit the notification bell as well to be notified when new content is available on your new favorite YouTube channel, MANN Cinema Reviews. As long as the slate of 2021 films from Warner Bros. Pictures are available on HBO Max, it is safe to stay home and watch the latest in James Wan's horror saga, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Ed and Lorraine in 1981 conduct an exorcism on an 8-year-old boy. This in turn leads to an investigation of a murder in the town of Brookfield, Connecticut. In the exorcism, the boy David is possessed by this demon, and he is saved by his sister's boyfriend, Arnie. Arnie in turn is possessed by this demon who he has invited in him. It is up to the Warrens to prove his innocence by solving his and another case related to demonic possession. Now, the opening credit sequence is hands down the most exquisite way to open a Conjuring film thus far, and I'll give it that. It just brings on an homage to the horror classic William Friedkin's The Exorcist. There are shots that are similar to that film, and again, it just builds upon what's scary with demonic possession films. This is a genre pick that is continuing its successful run. We do have to give hats off to Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. Their chemistry is as strong as ever. Playing the Warrens, their chemistry is the crux of this film series. However, James Wan is no longer behind the director's chair. In fact, Michael Chaves is replacing him in this film. Chaves, with his limited credits, his previous film was his directorial debut in The Curse of La Llorona. With the big swings that film takes, I do appreciate the folklore Latino story that just scares kids to go to bed, told by their parents. But that film was very forgettable, not scary, and if I remember correctly, again, it's not memorable, but the special effects were cheap. The acting was subpar, to say the least. And it just wasn't that scary from what we are used to in this Conjuring saga, if you will. There are one-offs and spin-offs that have come and gone with Annabelle and its trilogy of films. We had The Nun, and these are just heavy hitters, fan favorites, if you will, of this series. This series of films that James Wan and crew have created and have continued to create. However, this film is the weakest film in the Conjuring series. After the spectacular opening credit sequence, the film is just run-of-the-mill horror film. It's not memorable, it's not scary. This film feels like a PG-13, teen horror films that they flock to in numbers, and hopefully they do. And it was evident in the first week of release, with it knocking the top spot for A Quiet Place Part 2. But I don't see it continuing to have this hot streak, especially with more people hopefully going to go see A Quiet Place Part 2, and we have, a family fare of Peter Rabbit 2 and In the Heights. I see this film just, going under the radar and just being, gone into the mist. And it should be, because it's, not scary. Again, very, very, very disappointing. and we just hopefully don't have too much input from the Warrens. You know, you just take that room of relics and go ahead and build upon other films in this horror saga, and I think you'll have a continual success. But for this franchise, we hope that this was a trilogy that ended, and unfortunately on a whimper. MANN Cinema Reviews rates this film a meager 1 star. Thank you for choosing MANN Cinema Reviews, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hey! You okay there?
Jesus. I think I hurt someone.
This is Ed Warren, here with Lorraine. All right, let's get started.